Hello everybody and welcome to another very exciting, very riveting vlog episode. Let me position myself a little bit better here. Alright. It is the 1st of July 2021 and I simultaneously feel like I didn't get a lot of art projects done in June, but I did get a lot done in June in general. June was a very busy month for me. I'm very excited to tell you why. I think I mentioned, perhaps at the beginning of the June episode, that I had sent in a job application, and it was going to be a little interesting to see how June was going to go if I got the job and I needed to deal with time management things. I'm happy to say I did get the job, and I like the job, and I believe that my employers like me, and I do try to be a very good employee. I try to work hard and make people say, damn, OZ, you are a good employee rather, and we should give you more money. I'm hoping that's going to happen sometime in the future. Right now, we're just looking at minimum wage, but it's pretty good. I'm working longer shifts than I have in previous jobs. I mean, anything that I did at tutoring in Questa doesn't even really count, because I mean, I was kind of just hang out with the other tutors, and then the teen center, which is a place that was connected to the skate park. I think in the past I've described that as just the skate park snack bar, but that was a really short shift. It's really funny because where I work is directly across the street from where I used to work. And they're actually using that building for something different right now. It's a different youth program that's going on right now. So that job still hasn't come back. I'm glad that I took the effort to get this new job, and I'm also super glad that I've been putting in that effort to learn how to ride a bike, because I can ride my bike to work now. I also rode my bike across town the other day specifically to buy a box set of Frank Zappa records I saw in the window on a run on Sunday, and I got a few other goodies that I'm actually going to show off in a episode coming very soon. I'm going to make that into my 50 subscriber special, because that's right, I got 50 subscribers now. I mean, I'm excited. I think that's a big deal. Somebody I watched just hit their 500,000 subscribers and had their special, but you know what? 50, that's good. I'm gonna make a cool video. I think it's cool to celebrate that with some of the goodies I got at the thrift store. It's gonna be very similar in the vein of my zine reviews, which that's something that's going to come up in this month of July, because July is National Zine Month, apparently. I'm pretty sure. I think. I'll have to double check that. I'm pretty sure it's National Zine Month. I've had some awareness of what's going on. I've mostly been busy with the non-art job, and also relating to the job I just got, there having me paint a signboard to go in front of the business to advertise our fine food and our full coffee bar. So I've been doing that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've been going in on my days off to work on this sign. So I've actually been going into work like almost every day, except for Saturdays, because that's when I'm volunteering at the wildlife clinic, and then Sundays I have off. But I did find out I'm working on this Sunday, so I'm doing something every single day this week. So it's going to be interesting balancing art around that, but still, I'm happy. So without further ado, let's talk about June's list of things that got done, which you'll notice not very many things are crossed out, but there's a lot of little circles to indicate things that were worked on. First things first, oh goodness. Whoa, Awesome Space Babe didn't really go anywhere. I got a little bit done. I kind of know where I'm going with the story. There's like a middle section I don't know what to do with. Mostly that's taken a back burner with things. So there's not a lot to talk about there. There's, I think, a little bit of... There's like a little bit of panel sketching, which I actually need to do more of that. Even if I'm not actively writing anything, I need to make sure my panels are drawn out so that I remember exactly what the hell it was I had in my head. I'm very descriptive. Well, to me, I'm very descriptive when I do my script, but sometimes if I wrote it a while ago and I go to sketch it out, I don't necessarily remember what was in my head at that moment. So I need to be sketching more of those thumbnails out. So that's something that didn't really happen. What did happen, oh my gosh, the Guy Fieri Fanzine comic. You guys saw a little bit of this. I'm so proud. This is amazing. I'm going to show you guys, and eventually this will be released to the general public. I don't quite know when. The deadline for this comic hasn't even hit yet. I submitted mine pretty early. And I had something, oh my gosh, something really funny came about as a result of this comic. So the Noid, Domino's has resurrected the Noid. And so I follow the Noid on Twitter, and the Domino's corporate robot that runs the Noid Twitter account put out like a call for fan art. And so I posted, I sent my page, actually I think I took a picture of this page and then tweeted that, and oh my gosh, I got a DM from the Noid. I got a DM from the Noid, that's how cool I am. Saying, several other people you saw in the Twitter feed, they'd get a message, sent you a DM, so like several other people have also gotten this DM, but the Noid told me the comic's amazing. They want my mailing address so I can get some kind of exciting thing from Domino's. I don't know. Maybe it's just pizza coupons. We'll have to see. When that package comes, I'm going to do an unboxing video. We're going to see what exciting things I got sent from Domino's. Yeah, and don't tell Domino's this, but I actually kind of prefer Round Table. There's this other local place called Fatty's that's pretty good. Actually, my favorite pizza is the one my dad makes in the oven at home with fresh ingredients that I saw get made, and I know and trust the hands that made the pizza, so that's my favorite pizza. What was I talking about other than pizza? Okay, so the Guy Fieri Fan Comic, and the person I sent that to that's doing the Guy Fieri zine, they loved it, said it made their day. And this, yes, this right here, this is the reaction I'm looking for. So yeah, very, very proud of that. What's next on the list? The big silly paper mache gun. I have not gotten anywhere on this because I realized I don't know how the hell to make a trigger or any of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an extremely cheap toy gun, and I'm going to just cannibalize the parts together and make a big silly prop gun. I don't know. It's going to be cool. When you guys see it made, then you're going to be like, ah, yes, I understand what your vision was with this. But I pretty much need to cannibalize some parts here. Okay, so that has not happened. I think I have a sketch somewhere. I'm actually not sure. I don't know what I drew it on. What was on there? Oh, Gobliterated. Gobliterated 10, 11, and... Not 12. 10 and 11. And 12 is coming along. You can see it's still kind of like, meh. I don't know. I'm not quite as happy with how this one looks, but it might just need some more work. You can see it's just kind of very plain. But this one I'm going to finish, God willing, today, because I'm scheduled to post it on Friday. Friday is my Gobliterated day. I actually posted a Gobliterated last Friday, and the reason we're getting another one is because I just wrote my dates wrong in my new planner. So that's the only reason. But I have all my immediate Gobliterated dates noted in here. I think I have every Gobliterated post date up to not November, up to something. Well, I'll get it planned out. But yeah, that's gonna happen. So Gobliterated is happening. Getting all my stuff. Okay. Oh, the next thing on that list, actually, I didn't get him down, but he's right here. I mentioned it. Beautiful portrait of Christopher Lee in charcoal. There's like a reflection of the camera. Let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. You're not having cameraception there. It's still a little bit of glare. But it was kind of an interesting chance of timing, but I actually finished this on the anniversary, the 6th anniversary of his death, which was, I don't quite remember the date in June, but you guys do remember his birthday is on May 27th, because I did that whole Lee Week video, and this is what I wanted to do for the final day of Lee Week, and I just straight up did not have enough time. So he didn't get dealt with for a little while, but I have him right up on my desk. He can judge me while I work. Okay, so that happened, and then I just had a note to do things on the list. The list, you don't want to see the list. The list is scary. The list of just random ideas. I need to go through the list and be like, do I remember what that note is for? What is the deal here? What is happening? But 2 projects that are on my list are right in front of me, one of which is finished. This is the protagonist of Dragon Quest XI, which I've been very hooked on. That is the Sword of Shadows, one of the available weapons for the game. And I just wanted to, because I've been playing practically nothing but Dragon Quest XI, I wanted to do some fan art that wasn't just extremely spicy Sylvando fan art. I should note, I probably showed you guys the beautiful wedding drawing in my previous episode, but I did have my protagonist marry Sylvando. They are husbands. So yeah, that is done in Copic marker. And it looks a lot better in person. It's very hard to show you guys how things look just on camera. And then this piece that I'm working on, I'm going to show you my original from 2019. This is Julie from Heavy Metal 2000. And this is, so it's on watercolor paper, watercolor and gouache, and some of this is that oil pastel? I don't know. I think that's gouache straight from the tube. Is that true? Okay, there might be oil pastel. I'm trying to remember. Because, like, some of the textures on here, it's like, maybe that's, I don't remember. 2019 was a long freaking time ago. That was, like, an entire apocalypse has happened since then. So, yeah, I wanted to redo that. I got some good critique on that when I posted it on a forum. Some good feedback on things that needed to be improved on. And so I'm hoping that I remember it well enough. So when I'm working on this redo here, I have it taped down to this newspaper. That's what's going on. When I do this this redo of the piece, I'm hoping I've remembered enough of what people said that I can improve on and actually acted on that, and I can make a really good piece. I'm already liking this a lot more in terms of pose and how it's composed and the background. I didn't know what I was doing in the background, but I don't know. I like where I'm going here. So that I've been just plugging away at a tiny bit every day because I haven't had a lot of time to work on art, and I've just been so tired when I get home. I mean, it's amazing. This is the first time I've worked an actual, like, big girl shift. 6 hours. It's not that bad. 6 hours shift is not that terrible. I'm just so used to the short shifts. Actually, sometimes the teen center felt like 10 hours, and where I work now, it's like, okay, 6 hours went by a lot faster than I expected it to. It's really all relative. But anyway, that is all the crap that I did in June. Heck yeah. Now we're going to talk about July. I'm going to try to do Brain Fart Comics 4 almost in its entirety in July. And before you say, what the fuck, why are you planning to do that? Like I said, it's National Zine Month, and you know what? I'm going to try to bust out a whole zine in that month. So let's see how that goes. We'll see how terrible of an idea that is. I did say plans, prep, and maybe do it. So plans and prep at the very least. I'm going to put Whoa Awesome Space Babe on the back burner for the time being. And we'll just see how things work out. I'm going to focus on Brain Fart Comics. I have some more zine review videos coming. I know for a fact I've got 2 different zines where I'm getting a contributor copy, and I'm going to showcase both of those. And those will be fun to show off. And then I don't know for sure if the Guy Fieri fanzine I'm getting a contributor copy. I'm sure if I asked they would send me one, and even if they're not doing contributor copies, I will just buy it because I want to see a freaking Guy Fieri fanzine. Like, even if my comic wasn't in it, I want to see a Guy Fieri fanzine. I might try to do a Noid fanzine in the future, like I said I was going to in the past. I'll do a collaborative Noid fanzine. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love the Noid. Just, it's so dumb. Okay, what was I talking about? I was talking about zine videos. So that'll happen. I'm probably going to do a video as like a zine month. Here's a bunch of the zines that I have that people have sent me. Because I think that would be very cool. Because there's plenty of zines in my stash that you guys have not seen yet. So I might do a video just showing off all of that. So also on the list, I'm going to finish Julie. I want to finish her this week, but it is already Thursday, and so this week is, it's already going. It's definitely going, and at the time being, I need to finish Gobliterated first. That is the next thing on this list. I'm going to do Gobliterated 13 and 14, and so that would be it for my July Gobliterateds. I did write maybe Wasp. I don't know. That's going to be, I'm going to think about that. The very last thing on the list is actually the Superbration painting, and I'm sure I've said it before in some vlogs long ago. Superbration is a fundraiser that we do for Pacific Wildlife Care, and we auction off cool things and people buy them, and then we can afford to feed the animals, and that is awesome. But the reason it's called Superbration is because we also feed you soup. You can buy a ticket and you can eat a bunch of soup, and then you also buy some cool art, maybe by local artists. And so this will be the, I'm trying to remember how many, I think I've done 2 paintings for Superbration in the past, and then I did one for Windows into Wildlife, which is what we did as the spring fundraiser, which due to apocalypse reasons we weren't able to do Superbration last year, but we did do a Windows into Wildlife virtual auction, and I did a painting for that. So this is going to be my 4th painting submitted or donated for Pacific Wildlife Care. The first, I think it's going to be the 2nd time I'm painting a red-tailed hawk also, because I have a plan this year that involves red-tailed hawks. I need to do some more sketches. The first year I painted a barn owl, 2nd year it was a red-tailed hawk. Right? The 3rd, the Windows into Wildlife, was a mountain lion, and this year it's going to be 2 red-tailed hawks. And I want to get started on that right away so I can get this done in some reasonable amount of time. I might oil paint it, which would take longer. The first painting I did, and let me show you the canvas. This canvas was given to me by a dude at a metal festival, and you may notice I have a note on it about what I'm painting. But yeah, a dude at a metal festival that I went to 2 years ago, almost to this day. As of like 2 days ago, 2 years ago, that's when Mid-State Metal Fest was. Oh my gosh, is it happening again? I don't think it's happening. If it was happening, I'd probably have had some knowledge of that on Facebook. So another victim of the apocalypse is the Mid-State Metal Fest. But point is, this dude gave me a bunch of paint and canvases and like random shit that I have as art supplies. So Rudy, thank you, bro. I'm gonna actually do something with your painting. It's kind of hard to see, but actually it's, maybe you can kind of see. I think he spray painted this. And then there's some spots where I went in with paint, with black paint, to like clean stuff up. So there's a little bit of different textures going on. I like the drippiness that's happening here. I think think I'm going with a vertical orientation. Yeah, going vertical. So I'm gonna be working on that. I'm also noticing I've got the little timer on the bottom of my camera that's telling me I'm starting to run out of time for video. So that seems like as good a time as any to wrap up the video, because I also need to get down to work and finish up that sign that I said I was going to finish this week. And that I also said I was going to finish before the 4th of July. And it's been taking me a lot longer than I expected. I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting the nachos to look like nachos. And then I want to touch up the hot dog bun, and then I have a whole ice cream cone to paint. And it's kind of a big signboard, so it's taken a little while. But since I need to go do that, I'm going to call the video good right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you everybody who is subscribed. Please leave a like and comment just complete random garbage at me. All your interaction helps boost this channel. We might even get to 55 subscribers. Oh my god, that would be amazing. So, thank you all, and have an awesome time making art.